Hello there. Thank you for joining me today. The topic I want to tackle today deals with planning for your retirement. There are so many commercials, so many infomercials, so many blogs, vlogs. Everybody's talking about how to save for retirement and how many people are not prepared for retirement. So today I'm going to give you 6 tips on how to get there in a really condensed version. So first of all, you need to better understand your retirement needs. And what do I mean by that? So there has been a lot of stories out there that people tell you that when you go into retirement, think about spending only 80% of your income prior to retirement. Well, I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen that necessarily be the case. With many of my clients, what happens is when they retire, they are still young, they're healthy, and this is the time that they're getting out there, they're traveling, they're spending time with their family. They're spending more money than actually when they were working because just think about it. You've got time to do those things. You have time to go out to lunch, you have time to go out to dinner, you have time to travel. So spending money a little bit more in when you enter into retirement tends to be the case. But if you want to stick with the philosophy that you're only going to spend 80% of your income, understand what that number is. You also need to understand what your potential cost may be in retirement. So, looking at your family history, looking at your own personal health, is there going to be a need to have a dollar allocated to maintaining your health? Is there going to be need for long-term care in the long time in the future? So those are some things to take into consideration. The second area I want to address is about 401ks or qualified retirement plans. If your employer is offering a opportunity for you to save while you are working, please take advantage of it. Many times with 401ks, your employer is making a contribution on your behalf, but there are opportunities for you to save money either on a pre-tax basis or an after-tax basis within those retirement plans that can put you so far ahead of the game. And the other thing is, if you may have been watching my videos all along, you know when it comes to talking about interest, I talk about compounding. So starting to save when you're in your 20s, in your 30s, puts you much farther ahead of the game, even if you're only saving $100 a month, than you trying to do a catch up when you're in your 50s or your 60s. So that money continuing to compound, the growth that goes along with it, take advantage of it. Now, what happens if your employer doesn't have a 401k to contribute to, or 403b or 457? So my number 3 tip is contribute to an IRA. There are 2 different types of IRA. There is a traditional, which you can save into on a pre-tax basis, or if your income's too high, it might have to be on an after-tax basis. But you can always contribute to a traditional IRA. Some people think, well, if I do the 401k, I can't do the IRA. That is not true. You can still do a traditional IRA. It's whether or not you get the current year tax benefit or not. The other type of IRA is a Roth IRA, and your income that you earn has to be within a certain level for you to be able to contribute to a Roth. But those are 2 great opportunities. Right now in 2022, the contribution amount is $6,000. If you're over the age of 50, you can put in a $1,000 catch up. So this is a great opportunity, even if you don't have a 401k. Tip number 4 is don't touch those retirement savings. I have seen over the years that many individuals say, well, I'm just going to borrow from my 401k because I need to put new carpeting in my living room. Let's look for another alternative. The availability for your retirement assets to continue to grow in there and that compounding that goes on top of it, people say, well, I'm paying the interest back to myself, but you're losing what they call the time value of money. So if you take $5,000 out today and you're going to spend the next 5 years repaying that 5,000 that you took out, you're missing out on that opportunity that 5,000 would have grown. So do your best not to go that direction. Look for other alternatives if you really need the cash flow. In some cases, retirement plans have hardship withdrawals, and I understand that sometimes life doesn't hand us exactly what we're looking for. There can be those opportunities, and you have to take advantage of it. But if you can, don't touch it. Number 5 is talk to your employer. Do they have a pension plan? Now, pension plans have gone by the wayside with many employers because they're expensive to maintain. But Just want to put that out there. See if they have an opportunity for you. And the other thing you want to question them about is what are your employee benefits and what continues after you retire. And number 6, as far as tips go, talk to your financial advisor. Make sure that you have coordinated all of the different pieces of retirement together. Taxes, required distributions from retirement plans, where the cash flow is going to come from, understanding Social Security. What if there's a need for long-term care? How do you protect your assets? How do you pass them on when you at the end of your life? Those types of things. Talk to your financial advisor. Make sure you're on the right track to reach your retirement goals. If you don't have one, give me a call, 412-346-4655. Send me an email, Diane@PearsonFinancialPlanning.com, or just want to learn more about me, visit my website at www.PearsonFinancialPlanning.com. I so appreciate you joining me today, and have a great day.